All right, solve using the quadratic formula. We are in Algebra 2. Lesson 2.6 on the second problem here. And so the problem, however you want to describe it, the unique thing on this question is the fact that we're not in standard form to start with. So we got to bring that 7x over, meaning subtract it from both sides. So now, because I don't have a coefficient on my x squared, just a reminder, that means it's 1 times that. So a is 1, b is -7, and c is 20. And so now, quadratic formula. Again, x equals -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now there's this YouTube video of this little girl named Emily, and she sings the quadratic formula song. She's like 2 years old, or I don't know, maybe she's 3 or 4. If you ever think you can't remember the quadratic formula, this little girl, Emily, sings the quadratic formula. Look it up. If she can do it, I figure all of my big kids in school should be able to do it. So anyway, let's go ahead. I digress. Put this in. X equals -b. Well, if b starts out as -7, -b would be a +7 or a -7. Square root of b squared. I'm going to start doing some of this in my head as I go so that I don't have to do so many steps. Minus 4 times a, 4 times 1 is 4. Times c is 80. Ooh, that's going to give us a negative in there. So it's going to have an I. I mentioned that here in the directions. All over 2 times a. So we've got 7 plus or minus the square root of 49 minus 80. I believe 49 and 31. But we're taking more away than we have, so negative. And then just remember that negative under there can get out as an I. And then they can all be, whoops, all over 2, or you can separate it out into 2 separate problems. The 7 over 2 plus or minus the I squared of 31 over 2. So either way, usually we get a common denominator like this so we can put them together like this. But in this case, sometimes you might want to pull them apart. So let's put that in and see how we did here. One of these times I'm going to mess up and you guys are going to be watching me and say, oh, no, he's going to get it wrong because he did something wrong. So anyway, I'm going to put the 7 halves as 3.5. Oh, maybe I should type an exact answer using radicals and I as needed, use a comma separate. Okay, we'll do 3.5. That's still exact. Plus I backslash SQRT 31 arrow over divided by 2. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. 3.5 from the 7 halves. I squared 31. Yeah, and there's the plus. Sometimes it's like, can you highlight this and just copy it? Go over here, put a comma and paste it. And you just need to change that plus to a minus when you have these. And let's see if it likes it. Good job. So anyway, I'm thinking about going and looking for that Emily singing the quadratic formula song here. Let's see what happens. See what I find here. Emily sings quadratic formula. There she is. There's little Emily. 42. Let's see if this 24 seconds. All right, if Emily can do that, you big kids should be able to too. All right, with that, good luck everybody. If you need some help, you got YouTube just like I showed you there. Go figure it out. Good luck.